Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for September 15th, 2022. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, would you call our next case, please?
On page 11, Judge, bottom of page 11.
Mhm.
In cause number 2021-0D01246, State of Texas versus Ana Tejeda. Announcement of council, please.
Samantha Rogg on behalf of the state. State's ready, Your Honor.
Macias, the operation, Your Honor.
Okay, let's let Mr. Tejeda come in. I have this down as a review, but I can tell you right now, my computer is freezing every which way. So if there is a case summary, Mr. Tejeda, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, great. Mr. Macias, will you go ahead and give me an update? I don't know if this was just a regularly scheduled review or if this was for a particular reason.
What I understand, Your Honor, is that you scheduled a hearing so that so you could make sure that Ms. Tejeda got a mobile device. She had just completed, she was in the TAP program. She just completed that and she was barely transferred over to me. And I barely found out that she did obtain the Lifesaver mobile device on the 2nd of September. She also has completed the TAP program. I know she was over there for a while, and the hearings were done with the TAP CSO.
Okay. So it looks like, and then I have a notation here is that she failed to report, but it sounds like there was some transition. There's a notation here. She missed her report date last Friday.
Yeah, so I talked to her, and because we actually got a hold of each other finally after various emails, and so she's gonna come report this Friday and stuff. Okay. But like I said, she did the TAP program. I also believe I looking through the previous notes that she was taking an anger management class, and I'm not sure if she's completed with that, but I know the previous officer had informed the court that she was still attending that too. Okay,
do we have any motions outstanding on her?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
Okay, good. So I guess that's kind of where I am, is that Ms. Tejeda, it sounds like now you're starting with Mr. Macias, CSO. Let's just get on track.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Macias is very good at communicating with the court, communicating with his probationers. So you've got your monitor. That was the biggest court concern. Macias, I know I'll hear from you. Okay, I don't want to schedule her for anything else unless I need her back. So I will tell you this, Ms. Tejeda, he's very diligent, which means he's on top of his cases. So stay in communication, don't lose communication with him. And if you need to come to the court, we'll do that. Ms. Pineda?
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were popping up for a reason. All right. Okay, so good luck to you, ma'am. Thank you, Mr. Macias.
Thank you.
May I excuse, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you for your patience. All right, who's next?
Page 12, Judge. In cause number 2020-0D05170, State of Texas versus Joshua Abraham Munoz. Announcement of council, please.
Samantha Rogg on behalf of the state. State's ready, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Caballero. Again, apologies. We're doing in person and on Zoom. So we're here for a final judges conference. How are we doing? Are you handling this one, Ms. Rago?
Yes, Your Honor. So I had initially filed a continuance. The officer that did the phone dump, he passed away. We did get a new phone dump. Ms. Caballero, it's the exact same phone. It's just by a different officer, so we can get it into evidence when we do go to trial. It's in our office. We received it September the 12th, 2022. And so whenever you would like to set up an appointment to review everything of the phone dump.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the question about the October 14th trial. Not feasible, I would think.
Correct.
Okay, what I will leave is that final hearing plea deadline, just to see if we have any issues, give you all an opportunity to maybe confer, find out from witnesses, things like that, what kind of timetable we will need to turn around. Court's schedule is actually, we're cleaning things up here. So just think of something reasonable. I'm thinking I would like to specially set this once we do have some type of agreement on a new trial date. For now, the dates will stay the same, but I see the motion for continuance.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
ladies.
I
Come on.
do, Your Honor, Daniel Herrera.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
On page 10, Judge, scheduled for a status conference.
Is this the one that went to the 384th? Why does this name ring a bell?
Because he's been before you, even though he was in the 384th, you were monitoring his competency issues.
Correct. I do recall. Okay, so did he come back? Go ahead, Mr. Marufo. Sorry. I hate to do that.
In cause number 2019-0D02086, State of Texas versus Daniel Herrera. Announcement of council, please.
Samantha Rogg on behalf of the state ready, Your Honor.
Teresa Caballero on behalf of Mr. Herrera, ready, Your Honor.
Okay, and so this one, I know we had been keeping on statuses for mental health issues. He came back competent, Ms. Caballero? Yes.
According to Dr. Dunham,
Okay.
he is competent. According to Dr. Schutte, he's not. Now, of course, it's been a while since Dr. Schutte evaluated him,
Mhm.
but I think we're going to have to rumble on this, Judge.
Okay.
And since we can't, I won't agree that he's competent.
Okay. Let me ask a couple of things because I think we have a new player. Ms. Rago, have you independently reviewed this case? I want to say Ashley Martinez, maybe Ms. King had reviewed it before. I just want to make sure there's no change in the state's position. You all are going to want to go forward.
At this point, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Ms. Caballero, do you want another evaluation?
I'm going to have him go back to Dr. Schutte, but I think that the court should have an eye on possibly having a jury trial on his competency.
What I think we'll do is we'll look, let's see, what are we? Before the end of the year, but literally like December.
Okay.
If you think we'll give you enough time if you need to gear up for that. I just assume set it for December. Let me look at December 2nd. We do have, you're specially set on that day, Ms. Caballero. Juan Antonio Rodriguez.
Okay. Murder trial.
I'm gonna set this one also on that date with a backup in January.
Okay.
Let me just calendar. These special settings. Let's go with January 13th as the backup on that. Let me know
thank
if you
you.
have any conflicts or anything. I want to keep that final hearing plea deadline. So if you all have anything to go with me. I see a request for travel, Ms.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I just pulled it up when I started. Motion for permission. Where is he? He's wanting to go to Chandler. Yes.
Arizona to see his sister.
Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and, is there an order? Grant that permission to travel as long as he returns on the date indicated.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll see you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Top of page 11, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
In cause number 2019-0D03100 and 2019-0D03307. Announcement of council, please.
Samantha Rogg on behalf of the state ready, Your Honor.
Apologize.
Public.
State of Texas versus Michael Huerta. Announcement of council, please.
Who's from the public department?
Hey.
Mr. Stevens?
Good morning.
Brent Stevens for Mr. Huerta. I didn't hear his name. That's why I didn't respond.
So
What?
I thought there's outstanding warrants, or is he already in custody? Let me go back.
There are warrants, Judge.
Mhm. Correct. Okay, Carla, are you on this one? Let me look at it. Mhm. I don't know. Carla, are you there? Oh, he tested positive. Okay. Well, I don't know if probation's there. Anyways, I thought he was in custody already. Let me go back to Odyssey now. No, he's not. All right, well, we had a positive test, so warrants are active, bench warrants are active.
And I have attempted to contact Mr. Huerta with no luck.
Okay, so we'll just, do we have any future settings on him? I'll do a status in 60 days, just in case we pick him up. I hope he's not lost. I mean, I know he had been showing up here. Anyways, we'll see him in 60 days. No show today. Thank you, Mr. Stevens.
Your Honor,
Thank
Monday.
you.
I apologize. I'm sorry. I was finishing up.
Are you in the courtroom?
I am, Your Honor.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's doing double duty.
Just really quick. I'm not sure if you read the latest.
I saw
case
the issue
summary.
with the apartment on the case summary. Is that what you're talking about, or something else?
Not, but I believe, I mean, as far as any communication, he hasn't been answering his phones or returning calls to probation officer. So if Mr. Stevens, you get a hold of him, make sure to please let him know to talk to Miss Guerra or whoever
Mhm.
can assist him in at the probation office.
Thank you, Ms. Pineda. I think Mr. Stevens is having the same issue. So,
I
We'll
am, but if I hear from him, I will tell him to report.
thank you, Mr. Stevens. Is that
Okay,
all you
thank
have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you too.
Who's next?
Towards the bottom of page 10, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2018-0D03681, State of Texas versus Kevin Eugene Birdsong. Announcement of council, please.
Samantha Rogg on behalf of the state. State's ready, Your Honor.
Edward Hernandez, Deputy Public Defender of the Mental Health Unit, on behalf of Mr. Birdsong, we're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
Is he here? I saw him in the waiting room.
Just coming in.
Zoom is we're so used to it, but not everybody's used to Zoom. Looks like he's connected. Mr. Birdsong, you can stay muted. Your attorney is here. We just called your case. Mr. Hernandez, I'm looking at a case summary from probation. They're only requesting a status hearing in 30 days to ensure that he is enrolled in BIP and then to continue on the DV caseload. What is our MTR is active?
I believe it's an M-tag, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll consider dismissal after 30 days. Okay,
Yes, Your Honor, may I just address the court very quickly on this matter?
yes, sir.
Your Honor, just so that the court can anticipate what's going to be my motion. Mr. Birdsong, the case against him, the actual case, because he came back from OCR, and before that he was he'd been committed to a state hospital but never got there, got moved to the OCR program. The state actually dropped that case. My client keeps picking up these VPOs because the complaining witness, his ex-wife, won't leave him alone. And we are already hearing that from his former landlord that she's already gone to the former landlord to try to locate my client. We cannot keep her away from him, Your Honor, and it happened before. She talks him into getting together. They get together. As soon as they have an argument, she turns him into the police, and so rather to stop this cycle, Your Honor, what I proposed to the state before the court got here. I realize the court was here, but before the court got on Zoom, what we're proposing, Your Honor, is for the state to dismiss its motion to adjudicate, and I would like to file a motion to early terminate probation so that he can leave. He doesn't have family in this town except for that complaining witness that keeps trying to contact him, that then calls police as soon as they have contact and there's any kind of dispute. My client is fully disabled. He gets disability. And so she tries to start a relationship and he ends up paying all the rent. And then she sends him calls the police. He's not trying to get anywhere near her. He wants to, his family, I believe, is either in North Texas or Oklahoma. He has a sister and a daughter, and he would like to be able to just leave and go over there and never see this complaining witness again, Your Honor. I understand the probation is worried about BIP, counseling, etc. I think the best solution to this problem is just, I've known my client now for years, because he gets caught in this situation over and over again where she won't leave him alone, and he just wants to leave, Your Honor. Like I said, the actual case that they filed against him has been dismissed by the state, and now we're stuck back on probation, and she's looking for him again. And I anticipate we're going to be right back where we are, in the situation we just took years to get out of. So I anticipate filing a motion for early termination of I believe it's deferred adjudication, Your Honor, just to let him leave and go back to North Texas and never see this complaining witness again, who is actively attempting to locate him at this time, which is why I won't over YouTube say where he's at, because she is trying to find him and reestablish communication, and my client just wants to get out, Your Honor.
Ms. Rago, are you able to search to see, I mean, if she's harassing him, or has he ever called the police on her?
Let me see.
I kind of am asking Mr. Hernandez because, I mean, I hear what you're saying, Mr. Hernandez, but you know, if she's the only one calling the police.
Yeah, well, that's because she doesn't call him immediately. She reestablishes a relationship. He starts paying the rent. In fact, this time when he was in jail, he had to call Social Security and cancel his Social Security, tell them he's incarcerated, you know, because she just keeps getting the rent and paying the bill. You know, I mean, it's a very damaging relationship for my client, and he realizes it, Your Honor. He is mentally ill. That is the basis for his disability, Your Honor, and she takes advantage of that. And all we're asking is that he be able to leave and go to his family in North Texas and never be back here again. If need be, Your Honor, in 30 days, what we can do is subpoena the landlord who the wife has been approaching to try to reestablish contact with my client, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Has he enrolled in BIP? Was there ever an effort to take BIP, or?
I don't know. He literally just came out of OCR, Your Honor. I picked this case up when he'd been arrested and found not competent, and so he's been going through competency restoration now for probably well over a year or two, Your Honor.
Carla, what is, I mean, the only thing I'm seeing on the case summary, yes, is to probation's recommendation is to review. Oh, he has enrolled and is attending BIP. Oh no, to ensure he has enrolled. Grown to continue on duty, requesting to remove the MTR. Is probation requesting to remove the MTR, or is that the client, the probationer?
That would be us, Your Honor. I mean, as the only way to prevent this cycle, we're asking, unless maybe the court could, the alternative would be let him transfer to some other city and do probation out there. Just something to let him get away from
Well, why
this.
not? The court is wholly amenable to that.
Yes, Your Honor. And we can work that out. Maybe he does BIP out there or something, you know?
I am completely on board with that.
Okay, let me
So-
discuss it with my client, Your Honor, if we could do a status in 30 days.
We will
and
do a
figure out the
status.
details.
And if you choose the first route, in other words, if you want me to hear from whoever you want me to hear from.
The landlord, Your Honor?
Happy to do it in 30 days. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. In the interim, let's go back, and I think his fees are extremely high. So let's go back and modify his probation fees to $25 retro to day of. And I'm going to waive the fine and court costs. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. We'll see you in 30 days. Mr. Birdsong,
Thank
stay in touch with your attorney and probation. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Am I excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Who's next?
Judge, the remaining hearings are judges' conference and pre-trials